Wealth is often mistaken for security. Liquidity is mistaken for convenience. In reality, liquidity is freedom. It is not how much value you possess that determines your agency. It is how quickly, easily, and reliably you can access it when reality changes. A fortune locked behind barriers is not power. It is potential held hostage. Ownership is a concept. Access is a condition. You can own property you cannot sell. You can hold funds you cannot withdraw. You can have credit you cannot use. In moments of stability, this distinction feels irrelevant. During disruption, it becomes everything. Liquidity is the ability to move when conditions shift. It is optionality in real time. Without it, wealth becomes static, impressive on paper, ineffective in practice. Illiquid participants are predictable. They cannot exit quickly. They cannot reposition easily. They cannot apply pressure by leaving. Liquidity empowers choice, and choice undermines control. This is why many systems reward accumulation while quietly restricting access. They encourage long-term holding while penalizing mobility. The message is subtle but clear. Stay where you are. Long-term planning is framed as responsibility. Lockups are framed as discipline. Delayed access is framed as maturity. But every lock trades flexibility for certainty, and certainty is fragile. The future never arrives in the form you plan for. It arrives as disruption. Opportunity does not wait for approval windows or settlement periods. Those who can move survive change. Those who cannot are forced to endure it. Liquidity is not just about money. It is about time. Access to value determines how quickly you can respond to risk, to opportunity, to necessity. When value is illiquid, time works against you. Delays compound stress. Options narrow. Those with liquidity operate in the present. Those without it are trapped in the past. History is filled with moments where wealthy individuals were powerless, not because they lacked value, but because their value was inaccessible. Assets frozen, accounts paused, promises deferred. Paper wealth disappears when systems stop. Real-world obligations do not. Food, shelter, mobility, safety. These demand immediate access, not future assurances. Liquidity bridges intention and action. Optionality is the real asset. Optionality is the ability to choose among outcomes. Liquidity creates optionality by reducing dependence on any single system, institution, or timeline. The more liquid your value, the fewer permissions you need. This does not mean constant movement. It means the ability to move. Still water becomes vulnerable. Flow creates resilience. Accumulation is visible. Liquidity is not. Balances, net worth statements, and milestones reward accumulation psychology. Liquidity is quiet. It does not signal status. It does not impress observers. But systems reward appearances. As long as success is measured by size rather than access, control remains intact. Illiquidity feels harmless until it becomes urgent. Penalties, waiting periods, restrictions, forced conversions. Each extracts value at the moment you need it most. Illiquidity is expensive precisely when you cannot afford it. Liquidity is often mischaracterized as impatience or lack of discipline. In reality, it is strategic humility, the recognition that no model survives contact with reality. You cannot predict every shock, but you can prepare to respond to them. Liquidity is preparedness without prediction. When conditions change, freedom is measured in seconds, not balances. Can you move today? Can you adapt now? Can you choose without asking? If not, your wealth is conditional. Liquidity removes conditions. Wealth is the accumulation of value. Liquidity is access to it. One impresses systems, the other protects individuals. In a world defined by accelerating change, freedom belongs not to those who have the most, but to those who can move when it matters. Water does not cling to form. It flows where it is needed. And those who understand this do not chase wealth blindly. They design for access, because when everything shifts, liquidity is not a luxury, it is survival.